What's up? How's it going? Yeah, I got a few people in YouTube chat already. Nice. Gracie, Stephanie, how's it going? Not a normal stream night. I'm usually not on the weekends, but I had nothing else to do tonight, so I was like, let's do something chill. So we are going to play the Crust. The Crust is a logistics-driven factory building game where you're building stuff on the moon. It came out about a year ago, and they just dropped a big update. So I was like, now's a good time to revisit it. I put a ton of hours into it when it originally came out. So yeah, just wanted to, chill and hang out tonight and not do a whole lot. So I figured this would be perfect. So let's get at it. All right. That's my save, but I'm going to start a brand new game. Let's go back and start with the tutorial.
HB-11 capsule is delivered to the launch pad. Ready for ascent. Over. Copy that. Start the launch procedure.
Platform 1 is ready for launch. Over.
Launch control. Initiating countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. Elevator to Hope Station 1. Capsule HB-11 has begun its ascent. Stand by to receive. Over.
Space elevators.
Ready for receiving.
Destination Moon, base MT4. Docking gateway operation priority. Highest. Course crossing route. Always in favor of HB-11. Priority launch and landing has been approved by Crust. Alpha team, get ready to head back home. Over. Watch yourself out there. Lunar night is coming. Stand by, Alpha team. We've got visitors.
Ooh, visitors.
Air Tranquilitatis Logistics to incoming transition. Please state your intentions. Over.
Alice to MT Logistics. We have received clearance and hold a signed contract with Mr. Holloway for our mining operations in this designated sector. We're here to commence our activities as scheduled.
MT Logistics to Alice. We weren't informed of your early arrival. We've just finished building the elevator for your drones to access the underground facilities. At the moment, all the electricity is being used to charge the batteries as we prepare for night. We can't route power to the elevator right now. I suggest you keep your mining buddies in orbit for the next 2 weeks while we wait for the sun to come up, sweetheart.
We
Ooh.
made it here right on schedule, but waiting for the next morning on the moon, a whole 2 weeks of downtime, is utterly unacceptable. This could jeopardize our entire mining contract. We need a better plan. And the name's Alice, not sweetheart. Good afternoon, Director. This is Alice, your Vice President. We have a bit of a situation here, but I'm already on it. First, let's test our connection. Give this dialog box a click if you're hearing me loud and clear, then we can proceed. Connection solid. That's a start. Give me a few minutes to secure our landing clearance. Feel free to soak in the sights while you wait. I'm sure you have a great view of the moon from your orbital station. So, Robert, do we have a deal?
Oh, yeah.
Let me be clear. A 2-week power outage equals job loss and a costly lawsuit for me. I don't care who you are, get Holloway on this. But no power for you and your toys until sunrise. We just don't have extra electricity right now.
Look, Robert, you and I got off on the wrong foot. Our drones were originally designed for autonomous construction and repair, and we've brought the necessary resources. Grant us landing permission, and we'll handle the power situation ourselves.
Yeah, we'll do it ourselves.
This benefits both of us. More solar panels for you, and we could land our toys and get going. They also can handle the repairs. So, should I update Mr. Holloway on our successful collaboration?
All right, Alice. You have permission to land. Make sure your fancy drones don't break anything. Over and out.
Director, it's your call. Permission to land has been granted. Show this Bob the Builder that we can fix this.
Objective achieved.
Choose a place to land the pods near the elevator. To do this, click on the notification on the left side of the screen and select an appropriate location.
Director, your primary responsibility is to ensure resource extraction and processing at our logistics hub on the Sea of Tranquility. Currently, it depends on external supplies. If you can address this issue, even partially, rest assured, we'll secure long-term contracts for you in the years to come.
Great.
I personally vouched for your mission to the board. I'd hate to send you home with nothing. Better help me convince these old-timers that you are a promising team, and your work is the future.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Absolutely, Mr. Holloway. Both the director and I are immensely grateful to you. Our focus is on establishing a long-term partnership, and we'll do our utmost to make it a reality. You can count on us. To get started, select the required modules on the construction panel and place their holograms on the moon's surface. The director placed the holograms of solar panels on the highlighted sites. Our drones will pick up necessary resources and begin construction.
Charging station, solar panels. Go, little drones, go. What are those? It doesn't let me. Inspect them? I thought you could click on things to inspect them. Fuel generators. That's what those look like. Yes. Oh yeah, this is gonna scratch the itch.
Objective achieved.
Would you look at that? They've actually built them. Not a bad start at
Mm-hmm.
all. Alice, can you hear me? Your drones did a good job. Faster than I expected. All the energy from these panels will go to you. But if you want to work at night, you need to take care of saving it now. For this, you're going to need some batteries.
Well, thank you for your unwavering faith in our abilities, Robert. And I hope we've convinced you that we know what we're doing. And now our suddenly efficient drones will be busy building batteries. Director, he's absolutely right. A night on the moon is almost 14 and a half Earth days without the sun, and we do need batteries. Build 4 of them next to the solar panels.
Gotcha. Four, please. The other great thing about this game is the music. It's so like simple and chill. Go to charging station, please.
Objective achieved.
Well, your drones really know how to build. Now use the wiring tool and connect the solar panels and batteries. Next, you just need to power up the elevator and you'll gain access to the underground level.
Switch to the utilities mode and select the wiring tool. You can right-click to quickly access the tool. Shift consecutive wiring. Now that everything is up and running, let's get down to business. Switch to the underground level by pressing tab.
Objective achieved.
Ding.
Great! To start mining, build the drone configuration module. The elevator transfers power from the surface to the underground level. No need to worry about that.
Down they go. Astro Electric. This is called the Crust. There we go. Bring the rest of it down. Let's go. Ah, that's why. I was gonna say, some of them are charging. Wait, on 2 more bricks. Or concrete. There we go.
Now wire it to the elevator to power the module.
Objective achieved.
Pardon my curiosity, but how are you going to extract lunar regolith with cargo robots? I'm far from a robotics expert, of course, but it seems like we have more questions than answers at this point.
Oh, be quiet, Robert.
That's an excellent question, Robert, and I'd be delighted to answer it. However, I need to wrap up some things first. The drone reconfiguration module allows up to 5 drones to be converted into mining drones and vice versa.
One, 2, 3, 4.
Now let's have the drones excavate an area measuring 50 standard units. In the meantime, I'll have a chat with our curious Bob.
Let's... Do I see any? I do not. So we're just gonna... clear all that out.
To order the drones to start the excavation, you need to use the highlighting tool and mark areas for digging, and the mining drones will do the rest. Robert, to answer your question, our company has been providing repair and maintenance services for robotics and mining equipment for over 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
We were involved in the development and maintenance of technology for lunar mining along with the first industrial expeditions to the moon, even before the construction of the space elevator and the full-scale development of the moon by mankind. And I'm pleased to inform you, Robert, that by pooling our vast experience, we have been able to develop and implement multifunctional drone technology that can be re-equipped for a variety of tasks. Did I answer your question in enough detail, or should I send you a set of materials for review? I can throw in a set of coloring books especially for you, so you can quietly make your downtime in the workplace more enjoyable.
Wow.
All right, Alice, I get the hint. You do your job and I'll mind my own business. By the way, I'll grab a few coloring books as souvenirs for the kids. I'll be heading home in about 2 weeks. Director, I understand that I can be difficult at times, but your Alice is quite remarkable. She reminds me of my ex-wife.
We're all
Jeez.
still on the same channel, Robert.
So, what's up with those coloring books?
I'll send them to your wife along with some flowers. She's not likely to get them from her husband.
Wow. I love it. All right, let's continue to the campaign.
Wait. We're getting distress signals from everywhere. Director, the alert system isn't malfunctioning. We have to check.
Dang. That wasn't good.
This is an emergency broadcast. We have detected an imminent asteroid collision with the moon's surface. We are currently assessing the extent of the damage and the number of casualties. At this moment, our teams are working tirelessly to restore communication with lunar outposts. For those still on the moon, be aware that we are mobilizing all available resources to assist you. Conserve your energy and ration your supplies until further notice. Additional information will be provided as the situation unfolds. Stay tuned for updates. Over and out.
I repeat, Crust has declared a state of emergency of the first degree. Commercial shipments and cargo landings are prohibited. All complexes, resources, and facilities on the moon are now under Crust control. All remaining facilities should switch to emergency frequency and report their status. Conserve energy and resources, and await further instructions.
What's happening? Director, can you hear me? We're receiving reports that a meteorite collided with the moon and the state of emergency has been declared. Director, confirm you're on the line right now. You could have done it more quickly and spared me the worry. Director, there's still no signal from the personnel of the base. I'll try again, but my hope is dwindling.
No, they're gone.
Robert, come in. Robert, do you copy? Robert, damn it, come in. There appear to be no survivors. I'm glad you were on the orbital station when the collision happened.
Yeah, me
I
too.
suggest you stay there as long as possible. We should try to hold out until logistics with Earth are restored. Start with electricity. We still have resources and functional drones. That should be enough for a few solar panels and batteries.
Should be. I can't salvage yet. Okay. Enough resources to repair.
Judging by the seismic activity, the meteorite impact occurred on the far side of the moon. We're lucky it happened so far away from our mission, but the strength of the blast wave raises a lot of questions.
Is that all the head of the research department can say? Somewhere far away there was an explosion and we don't know the cause?
Because scientists are working with proven facts, not speculating on fragmentary evidence. Much more data would be needed to reach the conclusions.
Well, we'll see what we can get you. Because we're still up here.
Objective achieved.
We have electricity, but our resource reserves are almost depleted. We need to restore production as soon as possible. Let's start with repairing the elevator to gain access to the underground level.
Yeah, repair it. Let's go. And another charging station.
Objective achieved.
Then build a charging station for the drones. Make sure that elevator and the explosion destroyed everything on the surface, but there may still be mining modules underground. We need to go down and see what we have left.
Objective achieved.
Director,
That is
we
not
need
where I
to
built that,
reconnect the
but
power supply to the underground level. Connect the elevator and electrical pole with wires so we can see the scale of the damages. That's better. I see that we have a module to produce smart concrete, but we have an urgent need to resume production of steel and silicone. Director, I have an idea. First, convert 5 drones into miners, and we'll proceed.
The drone reconfiguration.
alright, back to mining with
We
you.
have smelting furnaces, but to start producing any resource, the relevant oxides are always needed. We will now mine them with the mining drones. Director, we have access to iron and silicone veins. Assign drones to mine the resources from the veins to supply the processing modules with raw materials.
Enter excavation mode and assign mining drones to mine resources.
Alright, mining. Put 2 there. Put 2 there.
You can now
This-
watch
this
mining
just
drones
needs
extract the
regular.
oxides, and working drones deliver them to the smelting furnace.
Cool. Oh, it'll be so nice when we can
Adjust the
like
game speed by selecting
automate some of
desired
this
speed
stuff.
using the interface or the hotkeys 1, 2, 3. This feature can help speed up the building process.
Steel was pretty fast. Alright, I remember it's all starting to come back. Slow. They're both the same. 9 to 3s. This game is called The Crust. It is a factory logistics style game set on the moon. mining drone over there.
Director, you can never have too much smart concrete, so it's worth spending time to produce it. For this purpose, we have a pressing module, which may not be the most efficient way, but it's good enough to start with. The pressing module requires only regolith, which is a type of lunar dirt plentiful here. Assign mining drones to the evacuation so that we have the resources we need. Free drones will deliver the regolith to production themselves.
Director, we're getting word of supply shortages from almost everywhere on Earth. The explosion cut off most of the supply channels from the moon. Millions of people are in need of resources, and we can satisfy that demand. Supplies used to run through the contract system, but it came to a complete halt after the explosion. We might be able to fix that.
Maybe.
Objective achieved.
Well, that's a start. There should be enough smart concrete for the first time.
First time for what? All right, Clyde, what do you want? Ready to provide you with scientific resources, but in return, we expect your support when the time comes. Of course you do.
Well, let's not waste any time. Professor, you prepared a research plan before starting the expedition, didn't you?
Absolutely. First, we need to increase production. We have smelting furnaces, but we need extractors and refineries to extract the oxides. Director, Crust has handed us the research plan, and we're ready to begin. Research underground mining and place 2 extractors on the iron and silicon veins.
Absolutely. Oh, I like how they changed this. Oh, this is nice. It's like your upgrades are like right here in line with them. Takes 1.4 days. Oh, it must have went. Yeah, it's nighttime. Or the sun went down. Hopefully you have enough to make it last. It's gonna be tight.
Research complete.
Finding extractor.
Don't forget that extractors need electricity. Hold down shift to...
Get the towers built. Another extractor up here. There we go. That is going to use a lot more of our power.
Objective achieved.
I see in the data that the extractors have started mining. Now, finish the research and build 2 regolith refineries for producing iron and silicon, respectively.
Yeah, it's going to be rough. Power's going to be close. Start clearing this out, making us some room. Yeah, you need to go charge, dude.
Research complete.
Director, place the regolith refineries similarly to optimize future production.
Yeah, I don't like where...
The single regolith refinery extracts the necessary oxides from the regolith by thermal treatment. The process leaves slag that can also be used in production.
Objective achieved.
The single regolith refinery is a mono-refinery that can only produce one type of oxide at a time. Be sure to select the recipes for iron and silicon oxide to...
Objective achieved.
Nice. Crust gives us some research.
Director, a conveyor belt will speed up production and eliminate the need for drones in resource delivery. I advise you to keep an eye on this technology.
We're gonna need that too. I don't think we're quite ready
You
for
heard
that
it,
yet.
Director. Now we have a steel production chain, but we can increase its efficiency by connecting the modules with conveyor belts. It will reduce the load for drones and speed up production. Exactly what we need right now.
Definitely not ready for those yet.
Director, our energy reserves are almost at zero. The moon has a long day-night cycle. Make sure we have enough solar panels to charge the batteries during the solar phase. In the event of an urgent power shortage, modules with low priority are the first to be disconnected from the network. You can manually disable modules that are not needed at the moment to optimize consumption.
Use the conveyor tool and connect the extractor to the refinery and smelting.
Objective achieved.
There we go. And we are out of power. Damn.
Crust's tasks require significant resource investment, which means we need to seriously expand our manufacturing capabilities. Let's start producing components. We need titanium to manufacture parts. Find titanium deposits among the regolith using an ore detector to seriously expand our manufacturing capabilities. Let's start producing components.
Yeah, but need get all this built. Rolling mill components factory. There's that. It's a rolling mill. Let's get that researching. That picked up. Okay. Gotta do something with slag shortly. Okay. Still waiting on it. It's almost done. Let's do some scanning.
Objective achieved.
Don't forget to connect it to the network. The ore detector uses battery power to run the scans. The further the scanning area is, the more power it requires. Select the finished ore detector and scan the regolith around it. You need to find the nearest deposits to install extractors on them. Important, using the detector consumes battery charge. The larger the scanning area.
Yeah. Silicon. Nothing.
Director, I consider it my duty to remind you that lunar research is divided into three main fields: fundamental, engineering, and
There's titanium.
Each all available research. Some research requires. You can always.
Yeah.
Great job. Now build a components factory and supply it with titanium and steel. I'm sure.
Get that cleared out.
Director, our operation requires a colossal amount of funds. The budget is stretched to its limits, and there are no new investments in sight. We need to come up with something urgently.
Director, here's the latest news regarding contracts. To resume shipments to Earth, we'll need to restore communication and significantly expand production. If we manage this in the near term, I'll negotiate an extremely lucrative contract with the aerospace company FASM. They've lost their supplier and are willing to pay generously for an urgent order. I'm still looking into the matter, but be prepared to devote all resources to this effort if you want to maximize. I have a solution to our problems, Director. We can establish trade with other organizations on the moon. This way, surplus resources are converted into money, which we currently lack. To send resources, we need a landing platform. And to access the market, we need to research the online market.
This is why you get paid the big bucks, Ledger. Great idea. Director, let's get started immediately. Research and construction will take some time.
need an ice extractor soon. Can I already build a landing platform? No, I need to research that too. Is that here? Right, I can research that, but we're ready yet. I need storage for that.
Research complete.
Switch that to that. Not ready for that yet. Jeez, we're back in a... Save a little bit of power with that. Save some power with that. We're gonna so run out of power. Let's shut these down for right now. Now these are going to last 66 days. Stupid squirrel. All right, so that's almost done. I want that. Hydrogen. Conveyor elevator, those are good. Where do I get salvage? So I have to go cargo. Yeah, I gotta work on this right here. Gotta have that going. And just sit here and just chill to this music all night. Five days before dawn. And the platform's almost done. That'll be good. I can turn these back on now.
complete.
Halfway there, but we still need a landing platform. The sooner we finish building it, the sooner we can make money.
Yeah. We ran out of power. Dang it. Just a few days short. Yeah, need a lot more power. Yep. No, this is not. I played quite a bit when it first came out, and then got to the end of it, and now this is the first time since New Horizons dropped that I've played through. It is such a good game. Yeah, I streamed it when it first came out, but I mean that was what, a year ago. Gotta get that components factory fixed or finished. So we need to build a rolling mill.
Research complete.
Start getting all this cleared out. Four days on that. Okay. What do we need? What are we missing? You don't have titanium? I thought that made the titanium. I'm an idiot. I need one of these. And then I need the rolling mill. Duh. Yeah, salvaging would be great if it was like pretty early on. I mean, as a new player, I can understand it being a little bit further in the process of like, you know, learning the game. But for us that's played it a few times, it's like I want to start clearing this out and getting rid of all this. Yeah. Let's get that going. Let's go with that for now.
Research complete.
I hate myself sometimes. Right now it's going to be a place things as I can, but I will probably slowly tear things down and kind of build things symmetrically and keep it all together.
Objective achieved.
Everything is ready for trading. To sell your surplus resources, go to the online market section of the control center.
And then especially once you start getting the multi-regolith refineries, like it'll look very like nice and orderly.
Now select Market at the top of the screen. You can not only sell missing resources, but also buy them. Since we are currently trying to restore our budget, go to the Sell tab. If you select an available resource on the left side of the screen, you'll see the fluctuations and its cost on the right side. To send a resource for sale, select the appropriate option in the bottom right corner of the screen.
Sell 25 of them for. I'm gonna go make profit off of that. Can I make profit off of that? Nope.
Director, you should carefully monitor supply and demand. The more resources of a specific type you put on the market, the lower their price will be.
But if I do... Still no profit. Heck no, I ain't selling nothing.
Research complete.
That. Get that researched shortly. Let's go ahead and knock that out. I don't have... I do have bulk storage.
Research complete.
Throw two of these down real quick. Bricks.
Research complete.
Nice. Stop that for now. Throw those in. Because that's not what those are for. Idiot. Is it these? These are the ones. That to hold that. That's where it is. That's all we needed.
Research complete. I think in my last playthrough, I didn't focus on getting people up here, and it kind of hurt me. So I'm gonna kind of push that a little bit harder. Oh, I thought I was gonna make it. So close. Don't worry, man. I only ban assholes. This is called the Crust. Need salvage. I don't know for certain if it's Steam Deck compatible or not. Give me a second. I think it would be. It does not say that it is. Let's see.
Research complete.
Doesn't look like it's. No. I looked at the discussion and like the first topic was crashes on Steam Deck. Yeah. Oh man.
Research complete.
The joys of being in the military. Yeah, so many people have said like the music in this game is just like amazing. It's just like nice and chill, and like I can literally sit here and play this game for hours and not complain. You know, it's been so long since I've played Eve. I don't even remember what the music's like.
Objective achieved.
Director, we have a message on the emergency channel. I'll put it on the screen.
Attention. This is Arthur Moore, commander of the Hope 2 orbital station. The station has sustained severe damage from multiple collisions. We have lost key control modules. A hard moon landing will occur in the coming weeks. Request assistance from anyone who hears this message.
The debris from the meteorite impact must have gotten Hope 2. I'm already contacting Crust to report it. All due respect, Director, I do not share your doubts. People are in danger, and if it's in our power to help them, we must do so.
With all due respect, Alice, altruism has clouded your judgment. Crust is clearly asking for grant aid that we cannot afford right now. I suggest we focus on restoring production and resuming shipments to Earth, where resources are urgently needed right now. Also, I've negotiated a prepayment with FASM. We can use their funds if we start reestablishing the contract system now.
But all you care about is profit. If that's the case, think of the technology Crust will provide. It's worth as much as our base in its current state.
Do we pay a fair price for their technology? Don't forget, Director, by accepting Crust's offer, we will allow them to decide how our base is developed. We'll have to focus on the construction of the living quarters and postpone the expansion of high-tech manufacturing and investigation of the meteorite case.
Crust is going to accommodate the surviving Hope 2 crew members at your base in exchange for equipment and technologies for us to carry out a rescue mission. If you accept Crust's offer, you will lose access to the FASM contract, for which the corporation is willing to pay upfront.
Oh, what to do? There's a mission to it. It's a full story campaign. I mean, they have a sandbox mode where if you just want to just build and not worry about the story, you can. But there's very much a story to it. High difficulty if we accommodate the crew. Let's go with the contracts.
I hear you. Crust is capable of organizing a rescue operation independently, but the explosion damaged the system for communicating with the nearest facilities. You need communication for full operations on the moon, and we need it to rescue the crew of Hope 2. Your base is the closest to the repeater, and we can provide the equipment for the repairs. It's a mutually beneficial proposal, Director, but I understand if you want to discuss it with your colleagues again.
No, there's no defense. So basically the premise is we colonized the moon and there was an explosion and all of the people on the moon are either dead or unaccounted for. But the company that I work for had drones up there, so we're kind of like, rebuilding, I guess. And this organization, the Crust, is wanting our help.
Pleasure doing business with you. We'll send you the Rover Scout and the coordinates for the repeater shortly.
But there's nothing that attacks you and that kind of stuff.
Don't call me cynical, but the best we can do under the current circumstances is try to salvage the equipment that miraculously survived.
Director,
really?
We managed to send the research Rover Scout. It's essential for your mission. Examine the satellite repeater and activate it by any means possible. Mr. Ratchet will help you sort out the controls. You're free to use data that will help the mission.
I don't think so.
Expedite the research. Professor Wilfrey knows what to do with it. However, remember that all ship logs, crew records, and other materials related to the incident are the property of Crust. Your company has no...
Ratchet, did you hear? Crust put you in charge of the new toy. Don't mess it up. They won't give us another one.
I wouldn't laugh at that if I were you. We're sending an expensive machine off base where the satellite link doesn't work. If we lose it, well... Anyway, Director, let's get back to work. Horizon 6. Almost everything has been modified. Only the hull is original. There's serious hardware there. Even Crust doesn't have much like it. Send it off base and see what we can find with it.
Yeah, get out of here.
Objective achieved.
Switch to the global map. It's a very interesting theory, and it could make sense. Yeah, so in the tutorial, you actually land at a current like mining operation, and then as you're finishing the tutorial, everything goes to shit and gets destroyed. So this is all like stuff that was left, and eventually I will be able to salvage them.
Objective achieved.
Crust has sent the coordinates of the repeater. Let's send the rover there and try to deal with that piece of junk.
There we go. Yeah.
Colleagues, I'll remind you that we already received payment for the FASM contract, but haven't started fulfilling it yet. We need to hurry up to
All right, man.
avoid
Thanks for
damaging
stopping
our
in. Stay
reputation as
safe.
a reliable supplier.
We need a landing platform to exchange resources with Earth. It's a good thing we built one recently.
We're ready to get started. This contract will help us establish ourselves as a reliable business partner, so it's important to perform at our very best.
Complete the future investments contract. I don't need that training. Gonna shut these off. And those. Power that off too. We don't need it.
Research complete.
I don't remember if I ever played Surviving Mars or not.
I only have 16 right now. Okay.
Director, it looks like the rover has run out of power. Now, it couldn't beat a turtle in a race, and until the sun is up again, there's nothing we can do about it. The rover is solar powered, and as soon as the sun goes down, it starts using energy from its batteries. Keep this in mind when planning long-distance expeditions.
Gotcha.
The first contract has just been completed, and I'm already negotiating the next one. We're in a unique situation. We're at an excellent pace to rebuild production while there's still no alternative to our product on Earth. Even the most basic resources will sell at extremely favorable prices.
I'm sure. Alright, looks like we're gonna make it. Those are gonna come in handy. This all go back. Yep. So like even if I sold everything, I'm only gonna make like 1,000 in profit. Like not worth it. Speed this up. Because right now we're just waiting on research to
Diesel
finish.
Corporation is requesting a shipment of silicon for the continued production of construction materials. You can find out more at the control center.
In 75. Oh, we got this.
Research complete.
We're gonna need those soon too.
Research complete. Objective achieved.
Great job, Director. The funds have already been deposited into our account. At this rate, we'll soon recoup our expedition and start making a profit.
course we didn't have more pressing issues for which the dispatch resources would be useful. But no, Director, we didn't miss out on short-term gain.
What do they need? 120 steel. Let's do it. There.
Research complete.
Director, it will be extremely difficult to fully reactivate the repeater under the current circumstances. It will still serve our mission, but it is no longer connected to Earth. We extracted the necessary data, but I'd suggest holding off on reporting it to Crust. It's full of valuable resources that would come in handy at our base.
Mr. Ratchet, are you out of your mind? You're going to go behind Crust's back, and this rover isn't even capable of carrying cargo.
We'll report the data we found after retrieving the surviving resources. Crust doesn't necessarily need to know they existed. For delivery, let's try to fix this piece of scrap metal. Pathfinder 3B. It's an outdated model, but it has increased maneuverability and payload capacity. Just what we need. Excellent. Crust has enough on their plate. Let's not bother them unnecessarily. Send the drones.
Research complete.
Yes, recycling.
Director, there's news. In short, I've signed an agreement to complete several contracts on our behalf.
Of course you
There
did.
was a frenzy on the market, and I couldn't delay. Competitors are ready to restart production on Earth, or sell off their remaining reserves for such prices. But I beat them to it, and pledged to deliver the resources. Now, it's your turn to show that we're indispensable partners, and reliable suppliers. You'll find the accepted contract under the Active tab.
Director, I see them in the database as accepted. Mr. Ledger has outdone himself. This is not just unprofessional, but also extremely irresponsible. How about notifying before signing rather than after?
Yeah.
My job is to secure the most lucrative contracts for the company, Ms. Vance. And if a few small deliveries are too challenging for us, we have no business being in the market.
Director, I'll deal with Ledger later. Try to focus on active contracts. It's very important to ensure these deliveries are on time. Director, we're testing Crust's patience. I would strongly advise against giving such a powerful corporation a reason to be disappointed in our company.
Just needs components. At least for now. Is this not titanium plates that it needs? That's what it needs.
Research complete.
Director, CPU is the heart of our base, responsible for...
An important note, if I may. Data centers are very particular about installation conditions and require a lot of microcircuits and microprocessors. It would be more cost-effective to focus on optimizing existing production. By studying new technologies, we can replace low efficiency.
I don't have nearly enough smart concrete. Smart concrete. That might be 75. I mean, it'll cut into the contract, but Really need that going.
Research complete.
That'll come in handy. Large storage. Days on that. Ouch. Outposts. Grammable splitters would be good. Where's the multi-running? It's right here. That's got to be done. Cool. No. But these are red. Close enough. These are amazing. Jolly Rancher, only reds, sour gummies. Best stuff in the world.
Research complete.
Yeah, I may jump on and play some tomorrow during the day.
You're doing a great job, Director. Execute the next contract on time, and I will personally pay for Ms. Vance's therapist.
Research complete.
It's about time, considering you're one of the main reasons to visit him.
Nice.
Director, Crust has sent us an additional set of drones, which will allow us to expand production even further. Treat them with caution. They are an extremely rare and valuable resource.
For sure.
You You might not think so by the look of this old guy, but the cargo truck has passed all the tests and is ready to go.
Those will come in handy.
Research complete.
Ah, salvage is finally done. Yes.
Director, we've completed research that will allow us to disassemble the remains of the Evermoon base for resources. Every unit counts right now, and they won't be needing the ruins anymore. The universal removal tool.
Would you
can be
ever
accessed
expect me
from
to
the
play
right
something
click
different?
menu. Shift, chain selection of rubble for removal.
Hmm. 70 days. I think we can do it. Alright, so now we can nice. No one wants cheap viewers. I like my viewers expensive. Barrett, can you get me expensive viewers?
Objective achieved.
Alice, we're done. The resources are already in the truck. It's time to
Okay, I'll send them.
Objective achieved.
Do you not understand the seriousness of the mission entrusted to you? You were supposed to hurry. We anticipated that fully restoring communication with the moon might not be easy, but the situation is even worse than expected. Listen to me carefully, Director. From now on, any information you receive from Crust must be kept strictly confidential. You are tasked with organizing and equipping an expedition to the meteorite impact site on the far side of the moon. To accomplish this, you will need to obtain navigation data for the transport, deploy a life support system for the operators, await further instructions.
Great.
So, Crust signed us up for a top secret operation without even asking the director.
Yeah, pretty much.
It surprises me that they ask for his opinion about accommodating Hope 2. Usually, if Crust wants something, they don't ask permission.
Given the current situation, this is even to our advantage. Their capabilities on the moon now depend on us. This means we can get everything we need from them in exchange for cooperation.
$25 days.
Director, we've temporarily stabilized the Hope 2 station, which was damaged during the meteorite impact. The station's orbit height continues to decline, and the closer it gets to the moon, the harder it becomes to transmit messages from our control point. We've sent you the coordinates of the cargo terminal, which we use to communicate with orbital stations. You'll need to see what condition the terminal is in. Contact Hope 2 and get navigation data for the expedition to the site of the meteorite impact.
I don't like this guy.
And continue preparing for the expedition. Expect technology for building life support systems soon.
All right, we need to get in touch with Hope 2 and prepare to receive the expedition operators. Well, Crust never gives us a simple task.
I thought I said no. Oh, that right there. That's the thing. We have 5. We need to build.
Package delivered. Objective achieved.
The funds from the contract have been transferred to the account. Keep up the good work.
Come on, Daylight. There we go. Finally got some power coming back. I say, rover's going.
Objective achieved.
As I suspected, the coordinates turned out to be quite approximate. And for such cases, the rover is equipped with the LPS, Lunar Proximity Scanner. It can detect even weak signals on the surface. Director, the Lunar Proximity Scanner emits a focused beam of electromagnetic waves. These waves propagate rapidly, covering the area around the scanner. When the waves encounter an object within the scanning zone, the LPS vision. When a hidden object is within the...
Right, okay.
Director, the ASIL Corporation needs materials for
Jeez.
desalination stations.
Mm-hmm.
We can't leave the region without drinking.
We can. Jesus. Alright, hold on. I need to... Just throw it all out there for right now. Okay. More research is going. Let's come back and play with the rover.
Research complete.
There.
Director, the results of the terminal survey are extremely disappointing.
Oh.
Immediately after the disaster, it tried to receive a distress signal from Hope 2, but failed and shut down. Only fragments remain. Even our base managed to receive this message in the better quality. Director, we still need to carry out repair work outside the base and organize an expedition. Build an expedition center so we can send drones and materials over long distances.
Research complete.
So you did drop off, okay. Oh yeah. Don't need that. For certain.
that researched. Clean up the area. Get us some materials. Need to get these nice, lovely solar panels built.
Research complete.
That'll come in handy. Medical block in. Jeez. Let's grab that. All the buildings.
Around the research post, there is a level platform and several small buildings.
All
Rail
right.
tracks are leading away from it in different directions. Inside the structure is disarray. Items are scattered, lockers are open and emptied, emergency crates are opened and emptied. In some rooms, there is a large amount of research equipment and materials. There are no people to be seen. They clearly left the outpost in a hurry.
Based on what I saw, the outpost was engaged in studying photosynthetic microorganisms capable of living in a vacuum and zero gravity. Director, send drones to study the materials. This will...
Mm-hmm. I just can't yet.
Research complete.
Where is it? Get him moving. What do we got left in this contract? Why can't we send it? Oh, I don't have all the steel that we need. That's all.
Research complete.
And we'll just buy a bunch of it. Do we need it? Oh, sorry, Ryan. Didn't see the message over there. Yes, it is worth it. 100%. I was too focused on the game. My bad. What's this for? I didn't remember agreeing to this one, but okay. Alrighty then.
Objective achieved.
We've made a decent profit and saved an entire region from extinction.
Yay.
I consider this a great bonus for those who were concerned about short-term gains. Right, Alice?
Ah, the sun's coming back. On that. I gotta do that to get the large batteries. Throw that up next.
Malachite is about to set up their production facility on the moon and is asking us for missing construction materials. Check out the contract on the control center panel.
300 titanium? Hell no. I'm sorry. I can't do that one right now. Jeez. You guys are still digging. It's another silicon deposit. All right. Let's get that going.
approached for help by Universe. A recent hurricane swept through the Gulf of Mexico. We've
Gulf
many
of
people
America.
homeless. We can provide resources for the recovery efforts.
I can't produce that yet.
Now my drones will deal with this piece of scrap metal. Load them into the cargo truck with parts and send them to the terminal.
Oh. Hmm.
Director, we received requests from two competing organizations, Malachite and IEF. Both are asking for support, but we can only collaborate with one. Review the situation and make a decision. The disaster on the moon diminished Eurasian countries' trust in Crust and its programs. Together with the Malachite conglomerate, these states developed the Aurora Aerospace Complex project. The company's representatives contacted us and invited us to participate in the project as a resource supplier on favorable terms. Upon learning of this, activists from the International Environmental Front decided to thwart the emergence of new dirty industries on Earth and prepared their own
dirty
Aurora
industries.
project to restore melting glaciers. The IEF plans to redirect the attention of Malachite investors to a more pressing environmental issue. We need to decide who to contract with.
Tree huggers, polluters. Who's going to give me more money?
In order
What's
to
up?
recruit staff to the base, we'll need living quarters. Professor, have you got the technology needed?
Crust has handed over the research plan. They agreed to help, but the main burden will fall on our shoulders.
Living quarters will require a lot of space. Director, make sure the drones mine enough area for construction.
You made the right choice, Director.
Mm-hmm.
The explosion on the moon was a great tragedy, but it was an eye-opener for many. The Crust monopoly threatens humanity's progress in space exploration. Activists have been trying for centuries to resurrect an already dying planet while we seek solutions for our common future. The data for the first contract has already been sent.
Okay, we're ready. Director, use the room planner tool and lay down a room of the required size.
Get those moving.
And yes, Director, several technical modules will be needed for the colonists' living conditions. Try to separate the sleeping quarters and production areas in advance. After all, we want the staff to come to work well rested, right?
Yes.
We have a new contract. This time from the...
Yo, thanks for the sub.
Southwind Corporation. I'm sure you won't let me and the company down.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, there's no deadline. It says urgent, but
Research complete. Research complete.
yeah, it's getting worked on.
Objective achieved.
Could have sworn I put that in there. There we go.
Research complete.
For now. And we ran out of power. There we go.
Objective achieved.
No, that's good to know. Contract complete.
Come on. Power to come back up. Oh, wow. So I need drones to go to that. It's 15 by 15 cells.
Research complete. Package delivered. Objective achieved.
Provide the drones with materials and complete the construction.
There we go.
Keep a close eye on the supply of steel and concrete, and repair modules of the product chains in a timely manner. Also, you can convert drones back from miners to speed up the building process.
I was doing that. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I think it is time to call it a night. This is a good place to stop. Wasn't a planned stream, but I got a bunch of stuff I got to do tomorrow too. So I'm gonna hop off of here. I will catch you all Monday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. No clue what we'll be playing. Maybe Elite Dangerous. I think I got some people that want to play it. So we'll catch y'all later. See you.